Funkadelic Acid Blues, the history of rock and roll. And here's your host, Tin Man. Welcome to Funkadelic Acid Blues, and this is the Tin Man. And today I want to talk about Newport. No, not the cigarettes that I used to smoke many years ago, but I can't afford them, and I roll my own cigarettes, and that's another subject I'm not talking about right now.
Would you get back on the
Anyway,
subject?
No, today we're talking about Newport, not the cigarettes. We're talking about Newport Jazz, the Newport Jazz Festival. This was a day in the history of rock and roll like very few. Because this was the day my buddy Bob Dylan took a guitar that looks a lot like that Fender Strat, and he plugged it in, and he got up to the microphone, and people were wondering what was about to happen, because he had drums and he had a keyboard and he had a bass guitar, and it looked like a rock concert. And Newport Jazz was a folk festival. It was the place for Peter, Paul, Mary, and Pete Seeger, and the Kingston Trio, and Joni Mitchell, and all the other folkies. Well, Bob turned it to 10.
Turn it up.
This was before Spinal Tap, so there was only 10. But he starts rocking the place, and those little folkies basically freaked out. It's been reported that Pete Seeger hid in the back seat of a car and was in a fetal position crying during his set. Anyway, so the reception wasn't great, and Dylan leaves the stage. We'll leave it at that. And here's the rest of the story. He takes that guitar, puts it on the airplane, takes off, doesn't ever want to think about that concert again, although in retrospect it showed what an innovator the man who wrote, get out of the new way if you can't lend a hand, the times they are changing. See, he started changing, and some people didn't like it. I did. I like his journey.
This is the journey of JTTG.
And who the hell cares?
Peter, knock it off. Don't be a Peter. Watch the journey of JTTG. An HDR production.
The rest of the story is, when he got off the airplane, he forgot the guitar. And nobody knows where the guitar went. Well, for about 50 years, nobody knew. Somebody finally figured it out. The pilot of the airplane had in his lost and found a guitar case. In the guitar case was a Fender Stratocaster. And on the case, there was something on it. I don't remember the company name on it, but it was the company name that Dylan used for his road crew to know what his stuff was. It's like on all my cases, I have JTTG and Tin Man. Well, he had this company name, and it was on that guitar case, so the guy started thinking back and looked at the records, and sure enough, it could have been, at the time they thought it could have been Bob Dylan's guitar. Well, they verified it by using the wood grain of the guitar. There was concert footage of Dylan playing that guitar, and it turned out to be that guitar. And it's the first guitar that was ever auctioned off at over $1 million. And that's the story of Newport and a whole bunch of other little tidbits about Bob Dylan. And I have tons and tons of Bob Dylan trivia, so I will bore you with that at another time. But right now I'm going to finish my scotch and coffee. You go find your favorite beverage and talk to you later.
Funkadelic Acid Blues, the history of rock and roll.
Don't forget, Wednesdays is... Sorry? Okay, foiled again. Every Wednesday.
Curses, foiled again. Half Deaf Records is proud to announce.
I told him, I said, I'll do an album if I have to do it myself.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to play an acoustic album, solo, acoustic, live, raw. It doesn't mean the fourth album, although it is, and it does. It really means before. That's the name of the new album, 4 apostrophe F-O-R-E. And
Remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the little bell. It'll just make my day. Catch you later. I think I got it. I think I've got it. What's that?